Dr. Vessel's here. Do you have a few minutes for your sales development? Let's talk about futuristic thinking. Where will you be in 5 years? Have you imagined it? Do you have a vision for the future? For you, for your company? Sorta? You may need to enhance your futuristic thinking. So let's talk about what that is. Being an entrepreneur is glamorized because we do what others cannot. We have a tendency toward discontentment and imagining, envisioning, projecting, and or creating what has not yet been actualized or done. When we're good, we're able to distill that future into steps required to make it a reality. But you may need to remember that futuristic thinking is not simply daydreaming. If you want to get good at it, use a piece of paper. Now go ahead and grab one and a pen and try this out. On the paper, write an outcome for a problem that many business owners face. We don't have enough sales could be an outcome. We don't know how to get more sales is then the problem. When you start thinking about ideas to overcome that problem, you're enacting futuristic thinking. You'll want to give yourself some time because a vision takes time to mature. What would we need to do or know to get more sales? Well, one option is to look at what other successful salespeople do. Then we would need to take that learning and apply it to what we do, imagining ourselves into that future direction. We could test it, we could refine it, and then we could train it and monitor the new behaviors. Okay, that's what we would need to do to get a better outcome. Problem solved. The same thing goes for innovation. If you've thought up something really cool, well, you should try and recall what the big idea was and why it hasn't shown up complete. You had to push it around and think about it repeatedly before it was done. So for example, you may have designed a thin but absorbent napkin. You did that because your kids couldn't figure out how to properly eat an ice cream cone without dripping all over the place. So you envisioned a new way to eat ice cream neatly. So you didn't have sticky sauce on their clothing with your kids, and the seats of your car didn't smell like ice cream. You imagined a super napkin. Now that's a vision for the future leading to an innovation, and in fact, if you have one of those, we would really like to talk. Every time I take the kids for ice cream, they look like they've run through a chalk dust color run, except they're covered in sticky stuff. I'm always a 3 wipey short of a solution on that one. But the point is, looking at problems and sources of opportunity and imagining what could be is essentially futuristic thinking. Finally, if you get in the habit of futuristic thinking, you'll find that you begin to envision a different future for your customers and better situations and solutions to their problems. That can be a real difference maker, and you should practice that, because the only thing we can't make more of is time. So sell well.